Hey everybody, this video is going to be about the placing and tracing with Gravit Designer, the web-based program. I did do this on a Chromebook without a mouse. If you have access to a mouse, it would make your life significantly easier, but it can be done without a mouse. What we're going to do, this is all about making it from a raster image, which is an image made of pixels, to a vector image, which is an image made of lines. And go through this quick-ish. And yeah. So anyway, I like to just use 8.5 by 11 paper. Doesn't really matter what you use. You will be able to import if you go directly to your Google Drive. You can get it in from there. I'm navigating to the group drive at the high school, so it'll be the Kimberly K PNG. It's not black like that, but it's just how it shows up. So here it is. We have our red K with our black drop shadow, which we're going to duplicate the whole thing. Make the red and the black. First of all, on the left-hand side here, we have our layers. We're going to lock the K, so that way we can't grab it and touch it and drag it, and that's the pen tool. If I use this tool here, we can't grab it and drag it and manipulate it, which we don't want to do because we're going to make our own. So if you haven't watched that short little 2-minute clip about the pen tool that is also linked in the classroom on this assignment, please make sure you do that. It's real quick. She gives some pretty great advice on the pen tool and how to use it and what kinds of things to do. Zooming on here, if you hold Control and scroll, it allows you to zoom in and out. Holding spacebar, you can grab and drag, and that will allow you to move it around as you need to. If you don't like what you did, you can Control Z and go back. Now, as she said, clicking and dragging will allow you to bend the line. So if I just click here and then click and drag here, I won't really be able to get it so it's perfect, but I'll get it pretty darn close. Now this one, I got to reset it, so I click there, and then I'm going to go right here. Sometimes I may need to zoom in to get that point, so then I'm going to click and drag on that. I did okay, but again, we're trying to get it to look so it's close. May not be perfect, but so it's close. I'm going to reset my click, and now I start here. This one I should be able to hit without it. Now the problem is that I can't because I can't go down any farther. So I'm just going to let go. Hold spacebar, click and drag it up. Now, if I hit D, now I can grab this and manipulate this side. I'm holding D. I let go. There we have it. I'm going to click to reset this. Now this one I'm going to have to click somewhere in here and also drag so I get it bent right. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And now I'm just going to try this one again, clicking and dragging to get it to bend where I want it to. Fantastic. All the way down. So the image in the background is a raster image. A raster image is an image made up of pixels. Your phone takes raster images. Now, when we do this, the reason that we're retracing this is for two reasons. One, if we were actually going to screen print this at school, we would need to make sure that we have the red and the black on two different screens. So color separation is one reason we're doing this. The other reason that we're doing this is for quality. Now, this Kimberly K is a pretty good quality image, but we will also need to make sure that we have a better quality image going forward so that we don't see any fuzzy lines or anything like that. So just keep moving on, clicking, dragging if you need to, and if you need to reset it. So as we do this, remember, just click and drag, make it bend how you want it to. Sometimes you may have to drop, hold D, grab it, and fix it. Okay, and then we just click again to reset and keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Click and drag. I should be okay to just leave that one be. Now I'm going to come up here. Click and drag that up here. Pretty good. Again, the idea is not to get it perfect, but to get it pretty darn close so it doesn't look like super weird when you're done. Having an issue. And there you can see that's a raster image. Those are pixels. And that's what we want to try to avoid. Now I'm zoomed in super close, but again, I messed it up because I didn't want to just click. I wanted to click and drag, but the problem is I'm zoomed in that close. I can't bend it how I want it. And I kind of blew it huge, but we can adjust that a little bit here. It's good. As I said, I'll adjust that where it's belonging. Click and drag this out. Hold D. Reset. Now this one's probably, depending upon what you did and how you did that first one, I just clicked, so now it filled it white. And we can adjust using this right here, the sub-select. It will basically allow us to just grab this one and adjust it and move it. Same here, I can grab this and adjust and move it. Now, if for some reason that I need to fix something, I'll have to just click like that and then add a point and then move it where it should go. Zoom out, take a look to see how I did. Not bad. On the right-hand side over here, we have the fill and the border. Right now, I want my fill to be red. And then my border, I actually don't want one. So I'm just going to hit 0 for the point stroke. And you can see, if you want to mess with it, you can put like a 10-point stroke on there. And you'll see it's a big, giant black outline there. So right now, we want nothing. We don't want a stroke on it because I just want it to be just a solid red K. So now you'll see we have a new path over here in our layers palette. So what I'm going to do on my keyboard, I'm going to hold Control and hit C. This is selected. And then I'm going to hold Control and hit V. Now you'll notice there's two paths here. I just copied it. So I'm just going to click on the path. And now I'm going to change this fill to black. Now it looks like my red K is gone. It's not gone. It's just underneath the black K. So I'm going to grab this path here and I'm going to put it below this path. Okay. And you'll see that there's two paths. And now I'm actually going to turn this off. But where's my black K? Well, it's there. It's just behind the red one. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this red K. Oops, let's take the actual pointer tool here that will allow me to move it. So I'm going to grab that red K and I'm just going to kind of put it up a little bit to reveal some of the black to give it the drop shadow. And that's all I want you to do. So then you can hit save and it'll save it into your files. I was already playing with Captain America because he's the man. I'm just going to call it Motion K. And I'm going to hit save. Now, I do want you to share this with me so I can see it. And so again, I just moved it, so I'm going to hit save. Now, when you do this, you can share the file. It worked most of the time. So the pro allow to inspect is the pro version. So anyone with ink will be able to download or save the file to their account. Make sure that sharing is on. You don't have to have allow to save. I don't need to save it or download it. I just want to see it. So make sure sharing is on. So you can hit copy here. And then when you turn it in the Google Classroom, you copy that link and just copy that link in and paste it into the Google Classroom. And it'll allow you to do that. Another way you can do it is you can also download the file. You don't have to do that. You can download it as a JPEG. I would rather see it like this. I want to see it like this so I can actually go in and look at it. Now, the difference between these two, and if I turn on this one, my original K, as you can see, it's still locked. I'm going to select the two of them, and now I'm just going to kind of go like that so we can see the difference between the two. The original one's in the background. It was a very good quality image to start with, but the difference is that no matter how close I get, you'll notice that these pixels they're getting bigger. Now it's kind of blurry on here, but right now I'm at 25,000% zoom. So I'm super close. But this vector image with the lines, no pixelization whatsoever. So when we're looking at creating these things, there was two reasons. One, quality, and two, color separation. So as we get ready to print this or whatever we're doing with this, we can take and pick one of them and turn it white. So this would be my black screen, just like that. So it'd have only those black chunks. And then the other one, this one, I would turn to black. Now I know I want it red, but in order to expose it in the screen printing area, or we would have to have it black. And then in the room, I can choose whatever color ink I want. But for this purpose, it would have to be black and white. So that's how you do the Gravit Designer Motion K tracing, placing. After this, we're going to start to pick some other designs and trace them. And eventually, I want you to come up with your own design. As I said before, that I'm going to have some screen printing stuff for you. Actually, I don't think I said that. Well, there you go. Now I did. I want you to do some screen printing stuff at home. I will have it set and ready to go hopefully late this week. I'm going to make some screens for you guys to use to screen print at home. But I do not want this like this. What I want is when you turn this in, that's what I want to see. I want to see this layer turned off and these two layers visible. One is red, one is black. If you have any questions, please email me, Google, tomorrow, I guess today when you watch this. I am going to have a Google Meet so that way you can ask any questions if you need to. Sorry this one took so long. I ran into some technical difficulties recording. So hope everybody's doing great. I think I'm still recording. Hey everybody, let's do this.